You are listening to the Hello Sport Podcast. What's up, punters and dribblers? Welcome back to the Hello Sport Podcast. Home unqualified opinion and unwavering bias. Here on a beautiful Thursday, but actually a Wednesday, but you're hearing it Thursday, and I'm assuming it's beautiful tomorrow.
It's fucking beautiful today.
It is.
I don't know where you are in the world, punters and dribblers. Obviously, I'm in Sydney. Tom also in Sydney.
Correct.
Horror.
Yep.
But it's an absolute doozy. For the last week, I've been leaving shit on the line, dude, because I'm like, oh, it won't rain overnight, and every single day I'm waking up and it's just pissed down.
I'd almost go so far as to blame you for the weather we've had.
It's laziness though.
No, but it's almost your fault. It's like when you clean your car and then it gets rained on.
Like, it was like Monday night, and obviously I was still ginger, and Ella goes, do you reckon I should get my washing in? And because I couldn't be bothered even for her to open the door and go and get it. And it wasn't even me doing it.
No.
I just said no.
Nah.
Not going to run.
I don't know whether there's I know there's things that are hard, like objectively hard, lifting something heavy, fucking running a long distance. You know, there are some things that are objectively hard. There's something about doing washing, like getting it, putting it on, hanging it up, bringing it in, folding it. I find that and putting a doona cover on to be two of the most mentally draining tasks.
Sheets, dude. Sheets are etch.
I don't know if I hate anything more in my life.
Sheets are etch. The thing about washing that really boils my blood is it doesn't relent.
No.
It doesn't relent. Like, you'd have to start getting around in the nude for it to relent. It's just non-stop.
I will say, and this is, I don't know if my wife is listening to this, probably not, but she actually does all the washing in the house, so I can't complain too much.
Oh, then what the fuck?
Because when I have to do it, I hate it. And this isn't some 1950s era misogyny to it. No, it's not.
Yeah,
I'll tell you why. We have agreed upon her deciding, her pushing it, agreed upon areas of domains of the household that we own, and mine is not washing. But every once in a while it is, in terms of folding it, putting it away. But the bed sheets is that's everyone's domain. And if you could just give me a bullet to put squarely between my eyes rather than put bed sheets on, I'd take it.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. You need a domain. As long as your domains are filled, then you're good.
Yeah.
We split it up. I do my own. Ella does hers. There's been some shrinking issues on both sides of the fence in the past, and it's just easier if we wear our own mistakes.
Yep.
Because
that's going to change.
Well, of course it will. But I mean, for now, at least, that's the way it goes. I mean, because even cold water will shrink shit. You know, you can press cold till the cows come home, but then there'll just be a rogue bit of clothing in there that'll just go, nah.
Dude, I got a bunch of T-shirts.
I'm not about that.
I got a bunch of T-shirts, dude. One of them's just shrunk. And I'm like, oh, but you're getting the exact same treatment as every other shirt in this fucking bin here, bruh.
Yeah.
You're getting the exact same treatment.
And then there's an item that you'd swear blind is colour fast. That means it won't run, punters and dribblers.
She'll run.
And she'll run.
She'll run like a sailor's dick, mate.
She'll go, well, I'm not colour fast today.
No.
Was yesterday.
Yeah.
Not today. So yeah, that's my issue with fucking
and
washing
just trying
generally.
to tuck the corners of the bed sheets. We did have a sponsor for maybe a week that was a bed sheet brand.
Yep, maybe 10 days.
Maybe 10 days, and they wigged out, and that's okay. That is their prerogative.
Yep.
But genius idea, and it did work. Where you basically just have everything labelled on which corner you're fucking putting your bed sheets on.
Because you got to make a call, don't you?
Well, it's all fucking feel and vibe. This feels like the right way,
especially a king because it's wide and long.
Listen, I don't.
So it's all vibe,
and this isn't about talking about those. We might just be talking to those of you that have kings. Unfortunately, that's just the position from which we sleep at the moment.
I'm a 33-year-old man with a kid on the way. I've got a king.
Yeah, I'm a 35-year-old man with 2 kids and a third on the way, and I've invested in a king because I have too many mouths to feed.
I was a double guy my whole 20s. Yeah. Doubles are fucked. Very.
Well, doubles are fucked with anything more than when you're a 20-year-old with a misso, you can deal with it.
Yeah,
you can deal with it. But the second you have anyone else crawling into a double or a queen, you're in big trouble.
Doubles are smaller than you think.
No, they are. Doubles basically
Doubles are deceptive.
Well, it's pretty much just for a human, really.
138 centimetres wide.
It's not that
You'd
wide.
be about that wide.
Well, in certain points. I mean, my shoulders obviously don't quit.
No quitting.
My hips are giving them a run for their money, but like, sure, I'd
What's
be close
wider
to
now,
that.
your hips or your shoulders?
Nah, shoulders. I'm not pear-shaped, dude. I'm still very much shaped like an arrow. Just with just a little bit of fucking... Listen, we can acknowledge that a double too not big enough, at least for this season or the era of life we're in currently. And so what we're dealing with, though, as kingsmen, all the king's horses and all the king's men, that's about people with king-size beds, I hope you know that, it's fucking damn near impossible to work out how to put a sheet on.
Oh, well, it's
First go.
It's impossible. It's impossible to know what's supposed to be up, what's supposed to be down, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Which sides are... It's about pairing the corners.
Yes.
Because you got to make a decision on the fly, punters and dribblers. If you're not a Kingsman, let me let you in on
Listen
a little
up.
secret.
Or
Listen
tune
up.
out.
Take notes. Relax. You've got to start making decisions about which corner you pair with the other one.
Yep.
Because two of them, they're rogues. They look at each other, but they're not friends.
Yep.
They're not in bed together, so to speak. Although they are,
Quite
they're not.
literally they are, but they're not.
They're not. They're Southerners or they're Northerners.
Yep.
And what you need to do is work out who pairs with whom at the bottom and at the top of the bed.
Yeah. Which hemisphere of the sheet does this thing come
Are
from?
you a Southern Hemisphere cornerman, or are you
Northern
a Northerner?
It's a fucking nightmare. And then, and the sheet is bad, especially lifted up. And listen, again, I don't want to bloody talk out of schoolie, but I'll tell you what, you've never felt weight until you've felt a king size mattress. They're heavy. They're hard to lift up. You got to lift up one corner, get that under there, lift it. It's like you're doing weights in the gym.
Oh, they're heavy.
Especially
if you got that premium mattress. Especially if you got that cush.
So
You know I need that cush.
Then once you've finally found a way to get that on, now you're trying to get it smooth. My wife is just obsessed with the crinkles out of the sheet.
If I had it my way, I wouldn't make the bastard. But Ella making a bed.
Oh, no.
You know, I'm going to be in it tonight.
Same.
I'm climbing back into the fucker.
Yeah.
And she's like, nah, we've got to fucking make it every day. And we've got one of these big sheets that hangs over it. And she says makes it look luxurious. Like, I'm in a new world altogether, Punishment, but you don't know what I'm fucking dealing with at home. I'm dealing with this. So we've got the sheets and then the pillows, and then they sit underneath a big bed sheet, like a linen. It's quite heavy, but not super heavy. That lays over all of it. It makes
Covers them all.
Covers everything.
And then they just like shape the contours of
So it shapes over. So it starts from the headboard, and that shapes over the pillows, and then downs and drapes over all sides. It's like a look. But then I'm also running 18, 19 degree aircon every night because I like to be cold, baby. That's how you get to sleep. I'm one of the best sleepers in the country, and I'm telling you right now, you need it cold.
freezing.
So then I'm partial, Tom, to a bit of a heavier doona. So what do you do with that? So then I'm going to drag it into the spare room, and then every morning...
Every day you take that off the bed.
What?
Oh,
But now I've started...
Fuck, you gotta put your foot down.
Now I've started saying we're leaving it here.
Yeah.
We're just going to leave it here. Let's just make our peace with it. Until recently, that was going up into the spare room and then coming back. Up into the spare room and then coming back. I'm like, we run cold at night because we got that AC blaring.
Yeah.
That's a personal preference, punters and dribblers.
No, but that's a silly thing to have to do. I'm pissed off with six
But
pillows
it's
on
look.
the bed.
But it's the look.
No, I get
But
it.
It's the look.
I get it.
It's all looks.
And I understand that, and you want me to make the fucking bed, and I'll make the bed because what I am is a great man. I'm a great caring man. I'm a caring, loving husband, and I'll make the bed. I haven't made it today, I don't think, or maybe I did. I can't remember.
I made it this morning. I was told I did a poor job. And I'm like,
no, see,
fuck
that's,
you.
Yeah, no, that's it, dude. I don't care. If you
Fuck
don't like
you.
it, do it yourself.
What am I even doing it for?
Yeah.
She's like, where have you been? I said, making the fucking bed. Being
great man.
Being a great partner, sugar. And to be told that I'm doing a poor job. She's also into me. This is vent time.
Yeah, Thursday event.
As you know, Tom, we had those women come over and just like do the house. Friends of ours was on the house. It was great. But now everything's got a place. And I'm sometimes not in the mood to put things in places. I'm in the mood to dump. I'm dumping. I'm in the mood to dump shit.
Okay.
Glasses, wallet, phone, laptop bag, maybe a hat, maybe some clothes. I want to just dump it here, and
Yeah.
we're going to worry about it later.
Yeah.
Now she's into me all the time.
Oh, so
everything has a place. Everything has a place.
Okay, right. So, see, I thought more with that thing, which is where you basically just had someone come out and put everything in a... They
put it in a place.
They put it in a place. But, like, I thought that was more like, oh, where do we put our linen? And where is it, like, effective and economical? But now it's like, oh, I have to make sure that everything goes back to from whence it came immediately.
But so if you don't, there is method to her madness, but this is where you get clashes, is that to maintain the order of things, if you remove it, you got to put it back there, because if you put it back anywhere else, it all falls apart, and then you just get you
right.
go back to madness.
She is right.
She's 100% right, but it doesn't necessarily suit my moods.
No, and that's the thing, and that's the way I operate with my my clothing in my closet, like folded t-shirts, for example. I fold them, and then they're nice and they're folded, and if I don't meticulously commit to only putting folded shit back in there, it will cease to be folded very quickly, to the point where I just get in there, I just jam it in, take it out, jam it in,
and then you need a 3-month reset.
And then you got to pull all the shit out again, and it's just a complete fucking nightmare. So I understand, but there is also just a reality, which is I can't be fucked.
That's what I'm saying.
The thing where you want.
That's what I'm saying. I get that she's like, if we maintain these high standards, then we'll always be good.
But you know,
but it doesn't.
But will you be happy?
But does it allow for Edward Lloyd Simpson, first of his name, 29th of the 1st, 1991, Double Base Hospital, to get back from the Bucks, not in the fucking mood?
Yeah.
For that sort of thing.
No.
It doesn't allow for it.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't
you know what I need?
There's no room for nuance.
I need a leave Eddie alone drawer, and I can just dump everything in there, and I'll get to it later.
Have it like in a corner in that front room. Like just where you can, much like a bowerbird collects blue stuff, you just dump all of your shit in an area.
Yeah, or the possums at your house.
Exactly right. Just make the mess, and then it's like, you know, and then if you're trying to get some action, you're trying to get lucky, then
clean it up.
Like you clean it up.
Like that dirty desk in The Intern. De Niro. Have you seen The Intern?
Yeah, I don't remember it.
Anyway, De Niro, I think one of his like cash grab jobs, there's like a desk that's always dirty, and then he just cleans it one day, and it's like, well done, De Niro.
Okay, great. Yep. Like that. Exactly like that. Unfortunately, Robert De Niro's story has got me over the chat. I would. Now, we've got a gift.
Yep.
Thursday gifts. Feel free to send in your gifts. Email turbo@hellosport.com.au if you want to send us some shit.
We're happy to be gifted.
Now, we came back into the office yesterday, and Baggy Green member and friend of the show, Scotty Bellotti, had swung by and dropped us off something. And they were like, do you want to open it now or tomorrow? And I was like, well, no.
One of the great names, Scotty Bellotti, just as in the song.
Oh, no, it is. I remember when Scotty Bellotti
is such a good name.
It didn't even feel like a real name when you first like heard it. Like Scotty Bellotti. I mean, maybe we're even pronouncing it wrong. I don't think so, are we?
He's never corrected us.
No.
Yeah, but he's a good man. I don't know if he would.
That's it as well. Can you read his name? Are we mispronouncing letters?
Let me get it up.
It wouldn't be the first time we've got a name wrong.
Scotty, Scotty,
yep.
and then Bellotti is Bellotti.
Oh, we're spot
Bellotti.
on.
Italian,
Bellotti.
maybe.
Whatever, it's Scotty Bellotti. Now, he's got us a little bag here, and if you're just listening, that is a tote bag sort of thing. There's a card, and there's some Christmas presents.
Have you run an eye over this totes?
Dude, Cody got a Guzman Gomez tote today.
All right, so Cody, we'll get to Cody.
We'll save that. We'll save that.
Scotty did actually say you can keep the tote bag that the presents came in, Cody.
Well, that's a nice touch from Scotty.
It's not a great tote bag. I'm not going to lie, but it's not up to Cody's standards. I wouldn't have thought.
No.
All right. To Tom and Eddie, spelt your name right. His handwriting almost as bad as yours, but not as bad.
Oh Jesus, it's not great, is it? But it's probably better than mine.
Thank you so very much. Dear dads, you mused about making these on the pod a while back, so as a thank you for booking the penthouse, I got them knocked up for you. I need to get Eddie fucked up more often. Hopefully the sizing is sweet. Please don't Masood me if not. Thanks again, boys. See you at the lunch. Lots of love from your favourite son, Scotty Bellotti. XOXO PS Free Hainsey.
Look, I haven't opened the gift yet, but no. He's very good at making me think highly of him.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
And he's wrapped them. Christmas wrapping.
Oh, this is nice. I love Christmas presents.
Same. Christmas is a great time of year if you don't have to hang out with you.
And I tell you, I have no idea what this is.
No, neither. It's obviously a T-shirt. Yes, dude.
Don't Masood me.
Don't Masood me.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Don't Masood me.
It's good stuff.
I had a suspicion.
Oh my God. Look at this.
Cheeky little nod in the card.
Look at
as
this.
well.
Cheeky little on the what?
In the card.
Oh, that's what I mean. I heard the card. Are you getting us on camera anywhere here? Yeah. Don't Masood me. Dude, these are mad. You know he's a private investigator now?
Really?
Someone put his LinkedIn up in the Punters and Dribblers page. Some people don't understand Josh Masood. I just don't think we can explain it anymore. He was an NRL journo. He got fired. I'm explaining it again, clearly.
Well, I think it's the time to.
He's a former NRL journalist. He, I think, threatened to slit an intern's throat. We'll get these specific quotes up and shit down the hole after they fucked something up. He then got fired. He then started selling ice creams, and now he's a private investigator. It wouldn't shock me if he's running a coverage on us.
If you weren't so young, I'd come up there and rip your head off and shit down your throat.
There you go.
There you go.
If you weren't so young, so it was an age thing. He's ageist as well.
So basically, don't Masood me means don't rip off my head and shit down my throat. That's why we say it. Shout out to Josh Masood. These are great.
These are fucking fantastic.
He's good, the kid.
Yeah, he is good, Scotty.
He's fucking good, the kid.
If he didn't already have a baggy green, he'd have a couple more.
Oh, he's earned multiples. Yeah. That's not how it works, as you know.
I mean, you could maybe start a baggy green on a board.
What really get him working?
Well, it's just like if you've already got a baggy green, like how do I honour you again? And so it's like Scotty Bellotti 2024, the Don't Masood Me shirt.
Did you use like a mark on the baggy green at some point?
Like a stripe?
Stripes on it.
So
like
what, you
your
send
old,
them in and you get a gold stripe.
Scott's jackets?
What would you get on it? Like, you remember you used to get badges? If you won shit?
Yeah, but you want to keep it simple, like a gold stripe.
No, I'm just, it doesn't need to be a badge.
No.
You could get something.
Something you get stitched on?
A gold, like, ball or a gold something, you know. The only problem is they've got to send their baggy greens in to then get sent off to do it and blah, blah, blah. But
we could send them the badge.
No, they'd do it.
What do you mean?
No, they'd do it.
I think they'd do it.
Yeah.
I
guess it's just as labour intensive as getting an honour board sent off.
I like the idea of getting them stitched in. I think that's better.
Yeah.
Worth thinking about.
Worth thinking about. Scotty, thank you. And you may have just started the next iteration of how do we make greats even greater and how do we incentivise greatness even more, which is like give us stuff.
A reminder that your Tickle Me Blocker dolls need to be in by Wednesday, December 11. Oh no, Wednesday, December 17.
Some guy said hit us up for an address literally 2 days ago.
Is it 17 or is it 19?
So we'll be recording on Wednesday the 18th.
So it's got to be by Tuesday.
So you want to do Tuesday the 17th.
Yeah.
Tuesday the 17th. They need to be in by.
Yep.
If you want to be in for the running.
And you make sure you've got all your contact details next. If you do in the Baggy Green, you will be invited to the Baggy Green long lunch.
Which is on that Saturday, the 21st.
That lunch has been booked in, and we are all very horny for it. It's great food. It's great times.
It's great fun.
It's great fun. So that's just a bit of housekeeping. Some more housekeeping, Eddie, and it's not really housekeeping, but Black Friday sales, buddy.
Black Friday sales are sweeping the nation by storm. They've been gaining momentum in earnest, Tom, for the last couple of years. Probably 2 years ago, I started to notice what Black Friday sales were. Now, Black Friday it's a Yank thing, right?
This is the first time I've ever been involved in a Black Friday sale. As a businessman.
Yeah. Well, it's the day after Thanksgiving, and you would have seen those photos of Yanks just going mad, running for fucking, like stampedes in shopping centres, basically. But But we're getting in on the action. Good Day having a Black Friday sale, our only sale
Yep.
that we've ever had.
Outside of the discount codes we give you.
But that's not always available to the general public.
No, you're right.
Know that's just for the punter and the dribbler because we love you so. So 25% off one-time items. So not subscriptions, just either fucking bottles or boxes or hats or whatever. Now, the first 500 that order three boxes or more will get a Good Day Goers run club hat. These hats are elite. They're comfortably the best running hat I've ever laid eyes on.
Well, let me let you know a little secret. The big wigs at Sydney Marriott were like, "Where'd you get those made?" Now, obviously, we don't reveal our trade secrets.
No,
and
we also don't know.
We don't know because our business partner got them made. But we will be swearing him to secrecy. But that's 3 boxes or more. First 500, you get a Good Day hat for free. We got 500 or something of those hats gone on marathon day.
Yeah, we got
for runners and for randoms who are like, give me one of those fucking hats.
Yeah, runners and randoms, mostly our runners, but some randoms. The hats wet, everyone fucking loves them. They're terrific. So if you want to stock up, Black Friday, the time to do it. Now, dates, you might be asking yourself, well, Black Friday, look, this is when we're doing it. Next Tuesday, okay, November
26.
Next Tuesday, November 26th, through to the following Monday.
Yep.
So it goes for a week. Code is black. Code is black? Code is black. Very simple. The code is black for 25% off.
And that's not black.com.
No, we flirted with the idea of having blacked.com.
Yep.
Thought it was a little crass.
Yep.
Even for us.
Even for us.
So the code is black, 25% off. Starts next Tuesday. BeGoodHealth.com.au. Make smart decisions. Stock the fuck up.
That's right. It is an opportunity. Even if you are subscribed, just get more than you need. I've always found
You know what I'd be doing?
I get mine I run out even with a subscription because people take it from me.
You know what I'd be doing?
My wife takes it.
You know what I'd be doing if I had a subscription? I'd be getting emergency boxes, 3 of them, or I'd be giving some to your family members for Chrissy. You know what I mean? Oh, why don't you look after your health this Christmas? Yeah. Bang, what a gift. And then you also get a free hat for your first 500. So I'll be there on Tuesday ripping and tearing.
Yep.
Make sense? Does that help?
No,
I
it makes
also,
sense.
just to bow the whole thing, I want to read out, if you don't mind, Thomas.
Oh, yeah.
A review, because
We haven't done that for a while, and it was a nice
the reviews have been coming through, and I just want to let you fucking know how much I like this review.
BeGoodHealth.com.au.
This is from Luke. Skeptical at first. I was lucky enough to be given a few sachets of Good Day from a friend to try. To say I was skeptical would be an understatement. After the second day, I definitely noticed an increase in energy, but for me, the biggest improvement has been with my memory. I feel a lot sharper. My wife has also started to steal my Good Day, and now my parents are also giving it a go. Shout out to Luke. What a great cunt.
What a great guy. Listen, sure, we could sit here and glaze ourselves at how Good Day is, but quite honestly, it's fucking hectic to hear people are getting value out of it, because obviously that was the intention. But it's nice that it's happening.
Oh, it's beautiful.
BeGoodHealth.com.au, punters and dribblers. If you want to give it a try, if you haven't had a try yet, we're not fucking lying.
Before we go, some information came across my desk, Tom.
Yep.
Not yours, my desk.
Okay, we do share one, but that's all right.
The other day, Finn Mosley, who is a family friend of the Dumbrells, apparently he's big on the Good Day. He's introduced it to everyone at Newcastle Uni. Everyone is on it up there.
At Newcastle Uni?
And no one gets sick anymore.
At the whole uni. Hey, if you're from Newcastle Uni and we need to, because, I don't mind, using them as let's get Newcastle Uni on board. Let's get the university students on board.
Well, the university students are on board.
Right, well, reach out, people from Newcastle University. If you're doing it, if you're not doing it, if you know people that are doing it, how do we get more Good Day to University of Newcastle or Newcastle University?
How do we do it? What does that look like?
What does that look like?
Because I was pumped to hear that.
Yeah. Maybe we get up to Newcastle, we can do a live show, we give out some Good Day, and then we have a rip.
Because I was pumped to hear that. Because obviously you and I have university stock, Tom.
We are.
Of university town stock.
University educated, university town educated.
Yeah.
Well, you're raised by the town more than the university.
That's right. None of this city shit.
No, none of the Sydney Uni colleges where you're ball gagging your mates and spanking them and sticking dillies.
And also, we love all universities, but it's not about you. It's about Newcastle right now.
Yeah.
So shout out to Finn.
That's a great point.
And shout out to everyone there who no one gets sick anymore, Tom. Which I just thought was a nice thing to hear.
Well, listen, it's also, and I'm sorry, punters and dribblers, I'm sucking off Good Day again, but it's an affordable way to just take a slight bit of interest in your fucking health. Just a slight bit of interest. I get it. I didn't do it either.
Yeah. Take a slight bit of interest.
Just take a slight bit of interest. Just observe health being a thing that exists for a second.
Yep.
So I know you're ripping and tearing. Anyway, begoodhealth.com.au. Punters and dribblers, we are brought to you by our good friends at 4 Pines. Go down to your bloody local, wherever that sells booze, and get yourself a big, fat, dirty case of 4 Pines Japanese lager. I'll tell you something, Eddie, and I'll tell you it for free. There's a very good chance that by 2025, this nation has turned completely Japanese. The amount of people reaching out to let us know they've turned Japanese.
A lot of DMs.
Yeah.
Heaps of DMs. Mountains of DMs.
Mountains of DMs.
Turn Japanese, punters and dribblers. Just even if you try it.
Yeah. Just try
Just try it.
turning Japanese.
Just try turning Japanese. See how it feels on you.
Try it on.
Try it on by drinking it down.
That's right. 4 Pints Japanese lager. It is the good stuff. I just saw this on Instagram while we were waiting to come through. This is not the biggest news in world sport by any stretch of the imagination, but you remember how we had Danny Green in with Tyson Pedro. Tyson was making his boxing debut against Terzievski. Then he fucked his elbow. And then recovery, and then I think the fight was meant to be happening again soon. Can you check when it was meant to be happening? But Terzievski's just pulled out over a pay dispute.
Get fucked.
Yeah.
Wasn't it supposed to be tonight?
If it's meant to be tonight, that's even more hectic.
Meant to be tonight.
Dude, he's pulled out.
Main event starting at 10:30.
Holy shit, dude, that is big.
Over $120,000 pay
He wanted
dispute.
to get paid before the fight, and they're like, you get paid after the fight. And he's like, nah. He's flown to Melbourne.
What?
That's fucking insane.
How do you do that?
I don't know, dude. That's actually fucking insane. I didn't realize.
Why did he want to get paid before the fight? That seems unusual.
That is so hectic. Imagine buying tickets. You bought, you're going to have to refund everything? Fuck me, dude.
Well, there'd be an undercard.
Yeah, but people aren't going to want to pay that money to go and... I'm just having a look to see if there's anything else.
That's insane. That's the latest pullout I've ever heard. That's later than Kalen Ponga.
Well, listen, it's much later than Kalen Ponga. That pull-out method, I don't know if that even works, pulling out that late. Clearly it won't for Terzievski.
Well, he's pulled out too late.
Much too late.
He's shot a load in
Yeah,
there.
he's definitely fired off a couple of rounds.
Yep. And then just tried to slip one out.
And then
just
tried
go,
to bail and just run away. That's some, why would you pull out on fight day? I don't know that any fighter gets paid their purse before the fight.
I'm not aware really of anyone that gets paid first. Like, who gets paid in advance? Maybe book deals and stuff. They give them little advances and shit, but otherwise...
Is there anything anywhere? Is there any press releases from Danny or from anything or from Green Machine Promotions?
Could you imagine...
Not yet.
Are they trying to get someone to come in and fight instead of him? Like, have they got a backup fighter?
Surely.
That would be the only way you'd be able to keep this card going.
Surely they do. But everything... The day of, everything's been done.
That's what I mean. I'm like, dude, being a promoter for fucking boxing or for fighting generally just seems like the most stressful.
You've got no
job.
Collateral. You've got nothing to sell the...
But you know when you think about a Dana White and you're like, dude, that looks like a fun job. That looks like so much fun. Making fights, putting fights together, that sort of shit. You're like, it actually seems like hell.
Yeah, but you'd be putting out fires constantly.
Yeah.
And that would be scary.
That would be very stressful. That would be very stressful.
Especially to starting off. I think it would get it would get easier.
The bigger you get, the more fighters you have, the more established you are.
100%.
But this is with Stan. I think this is like a big Stan fucking...
Mate, well, that's how I knew it was on tonight, because I got an email last night. And I was like, ooh.
But you know what I mean? That's like a big...
Ooh.
Yeah. This is a big thing for them. They're getting into the live fighting and sort of,
I can't get over that. I'm blown away by the fact that someone's pulled out the day off.
Over 120. Well, it's not the amount of money. 120 grand's a lot of money. It's more like over the fucking trying to get paid the day before the fight. But like to have that be a thing where if it's not done by today, I'm pulling out. There has to be more to it. It can't just be like,
who knows? Danny will be blowing up. And Tyson, who's trained and then had the elbow and now back to
he's
training.
had some shit like Tyson Pedro from an injury perspective, and then he has something like this happen. It's like, mate, this guy, he just wants to fight people, dude.
That's all he wants.
I would have thought it would have been easier.
All he wants to do is throw down, Tom. Yeah. That's it.
That's all he wants.
Is he asking for too much?
I don't think he's asking for too much. He just wants to punch on with a few people. I mean, this Kris is... There's no more info, hey, Tobber?
No.
Yeah, right, okay.
Just that he's flown back to Melbourne.
Just flown back to Melbourne.
Today. Furious.
He's furious.
Yep.
Can I be furious with you for a second? Yeah. Not with you personally.
But to me.
To you. But just because I just was remembering I wanted to bring it up just before, like a vent, when we were venting about cleaning and car washes. Yes. Crystal Car Wash in particular.
Yeah.
I've got them in these sites.
Yep.
I don't love washing a car myself. It's all right. It's a bit of fun sometimes with the family when it's like you're looking for shit to do on a weekend. But I'm more generally like I'll just pound through a Crystal Car Wash, nothing flash, clean the outside, give me the fucking full rub down shebang, whatever, and then I'll get out of there. It's like $20, $19, which I think's all right.
The $19 is the drive in. That's the 4-minute wash.
Yeah, correct. Which I like.
You don't get the inside done.
No. But I don't mind that. I don't think it's overly expensive. I don't think it's crazy value. I think it's just whatever. You know?
The 4-minute wash.
It's a 4-minute wash, Ed. I get in there last week today, and I was like, yeah, just a 4-minute wash. Well, the $19 wash, as I call it. And he goes, yeah, sweet. And he goes, that actually doesn't include drying anymore. And I'm like, what do you mean? It's like, they're like, that's $24 now if you want that. And I'm like,
by drying, do you mean when they come out with the rags, or do you mean the blower? They turn the blower off.
They've turned the towels, and like you come out and your car's just soaking wet.
But what I'm saying, they've actually got full heavy duty like Dyson blowers. Do they still work?
They've got blowers, but what you have usually is the blower that gets like the soapy excess off, and then you have the big towels that just roll over you on the side. They just don't come out. And I'm like, I thought, and I kind of go, where'd the towels go? They're like, oh no, we don't even do the towels anymore. I'm like, I thought you just meant like you're not going to wipe down my windows and my mirrors and shit, which I'm like, whatever. Like, no, we just don't do that anymore. I'm like, that's like what the whole point is. You come to this fucking 4-minute wash is so you get just a quick wash and a quick dry and you get the fuck out of here.
Well, because the problem is, Tom, if you don't get it dried properly,
it looks like shit. You get the fucking drop lines.
Well, you get the drop lines. You get the drop lines. That's what you get. You get drop
and
lines.
I'm like, what? So you intentionally, when I say $19 wash now, you go and you turn off the fucking towel feature.
Correct.
Like, yep.
They said that to you?
Yeah. They go, yeah, no, but they try. He goes, no, it doesn't work. And I go, well, no, it does work because the cunt behind me if he's getting a fucking $24 wash, I'm like, this is some bullshit, Crystal Car Wash. You cheap scumbag fucks. Like, you guys are doing well. You're gouging the eyes out of people.
They start when they came onto the scene. This is CCW. Not the CCP.
No.
CCW.
CCP. I'm not talking. There's no shit being spoken about CCP right here. We're just not. We're not getting into that.
No, we're not getting into it. But they used to have baristas, Tom, in there, and you'd go in and you'd have a coffee that was made for you, and you'd sit down and you'd chill out. It was like a high end's probably the wrong word, but it was
experiential car wash.
It was experiential car wash.
Someone would give that and then give you a suck sometimes as well if you paid the right price.
Well, if you got the
suck job.
Yeah. If you got the buff.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. The polish.
If you got the polish,
yeah.
You could get your knob polish. It was an extra $30. And that was, that got deteriorated away. That was gone.
Well, it's almost just like once things go well, it's like they just start taking things away from you slowly and you go, but we're not going to change the price of anything. In fact, we might put it up.
Now it's a machine, Tom. Sometimes you'll find that there's not even milk in it. You know what I mean?
It's the coffee machine.
The coffee machine. They can't be fucked to fill that up.
No.
What also does my head in when I go there, I've got a dog, right? And so inevitably the place gets, the back of the car can get a bit hairy. So I opt, Tom, for the vacuum inside job as well. The fuckers are always trying to upsell me all the time. He's like, mate, why don't you get a package? I go, all right, what's the package? He's like, oh, you know, you got 4 buffs in 3 months. I'm like, I'm not buffing the car. I don't need 4 buffs.
No one needs
I'm like,
4
I'll
buffs.
drive this around the corner. We'll have a windy day and it'll be fucking filthy again. Like, I'm not doing it. I'd come in here when it's reached critical mass or when it's become a real issue for me optically and for my OCD. That's when I come in here, buddy. I don't need the package, and they don't drop it. I've had to start saying, I'm going away. Going away, I can't use it. Because they expire, obviously. That's another racket.
Here's a package.
You want me to get? You
use it inside 3 days.
Well, I've already paid for it, mate.
Yeah.
That's what does my head. Gift cards, all these expire, do they?
Yeah, why? Why do they expire?
Does cash expire?
Yeah.
Fuckers. So I've had to start lying to them. Going, mate, I'm going away. I'm going away for 6 months.
I also find if you get that real big dog, like if you're getting the inside and out, posh, polished buff, whatever, there's a plenty of times where I'll go in there and I'm like, you have not done this properly. There's still shit on the floor. And like, oh, sorry, we'll do that again. It's like, how about you just fucking do it right? You're fucking gouging me.
Well, I'm aware, Tom, of areas where they can let up and they can slack a bit, and I'll run an eye over the car first and go, and I'll just go, well, just a sec, mate, just a sec before you run off.
Yeah,
just want to run an eye over a couple of things.
Yeah,
get them to fix it up in the moment because they'll miss shit.
Of course they do. But they don't mind. They won't miss your wallet.
Mate, there's like $200 exterior buffs and shit there. I'm like, who the fuck's getting a $200 exterior buff?
Yeah. $299.
$299.
What do you get for $299 at Crystal Car Wash?
You could get either an ultimate exterior or interior detail.
So you don't get both?
Nah.
You're right.
I presume that's for selling the bastard.
The 4-minute wash you can buy online, and it's $27. But it says it includes dry. So
right. Well, that's $3 more than the one in Bondi now. They're jacking the price up again by almost $10 for the 4-minute wash. These fucking scumbags. Like, you're doing all right, Crystal Car Wash. You don't need to fuck the punter and the dribbler even more.
They'd have to be, wouldn't they?
Of course they are.
They'd have to be.
Mate, you think about what it costs to run that thing? Just think $20.
How much do you reckon it would be to get, like, rent aside the gear? What's a car wash costing?
I imagine that Crystal Car Wash now to set up, their setup costs to be fucking pretty cheap because they've got it all sorted.
No, I'm talking about the washer.
That's what I'm talking about.
How much is a washer?
A couple $100,000.
I've often thought about car washing as just like a business.
We should undercut them.
You could.
Probably
and
could.
you get the barista back in there.
Well, you
Make
would.
people
And the
feel
hand
real
jobs.
special. And the hand jobs.
And the blowies.
They went to the dogs when they got rid of the blowies.
Yeah, they did.
Bastards.
Get a glory hole in there?
What's like a lucky dip with the mouth?
Well, you don't need to know.
You get a great show, you get a shit one. It's up to you.
Well, we'd employ the best.
So glory hole just for a bit of fun?
Well, no, you upsell to glory hole. So here you go. You're getting your car wash. All right, well, we're going to have to do the interior. We've got, and I'm not going to name him, but we all know who the king of the glory hole is. We've got him in here.
No, they won't be named.
No.
But they are best in class.
Best in class. You get the best of the best in for the glory hole, box or wherever you want to fucking go in there for.
But I was saying,
and you know what the guarantee is? You'll finish before your car is.
That's what you run on.
That's what you run on. We'll finish you off before your car.
We'll finish you off before your car's ready. Or get off while your car gets clean. That doesn't roll very well.
Let's maybe stick with the first one.
Wait.
Or we can work on it, but
yeah.
And that's
so
actually
you didn't like get off while your car gets cleaned?
I didn't mind it, but I also didn't
it's
mind.
It's not that great.
We'll finish you off before your car's finished, or whatever that one was. I can't remember what I said.
So a typical side of one automatic car in-bay car wash and 3 self-serve bays is like 1.1 mil.
Oh,
to build, and then
you're talking about the self-serve ones.
It's an automatic in-bay car wash and 3 self-serve bays.
I think those self-serves, is that where the hoses are just there?
You know the self-serve.
But like
ones
the one,
drive in,
the one big one.
You see a lot. You don't see them as many.
Are we talking about Crystal Car Wash here?
No,
these are just generic kind of automatic car washes.
You know the ones where you drive in, and you put the coins in, and you fire up the bloody vacuum.
No,
you don't know what I'm talking about.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Right, okay. They're more common in
America,
Dubbo and stuff.
Yeah, right.
So, like, for example, you can go down, instead of paying fucking these pricks $30 to vacuum your car, you can go down and do it yourself, just slip a few $2 coins in.
Yeah, right. I get you. You could just do that yourself at home. That's where I don't understand why you'd go to a fucking place to vacuum your own car.
Because sometimes people are looking for high-end suction.
Good suck, yeah.
Because with those car mats, they hold on to shit. They hold
do.
on to fire.
No, they
Sometimes
do.
you need a real sucker.
Yeah, well, I think we've had this discussion about just the suck quality of a vacuum generally, of your at-home vacuums.
Oh,
they're not up to standard.
they're not up to.
They
They're not up to
suck,
scratch.
and they don't suck in a good way.
Battery powered vacuums are not great. You need to be able to plug into the wall.
Even
but that
plugging
becomes
into
a
the
pain.
yeah, but dude, when we grew up, we had a vacuum that plugged into the wall. That was the only way you could use a vacuum
they'd
back
suck.
in the day, and they didn't suck that hard. They suck better than a Dyson. No disrespect. Well, I'll change my tune if you want to sponsor the show, but like.
Mate, these ones I'm talking about, they'd suck your nuts right out your sack. They're that strong.
What? Where? The ones at the car wash?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah, well, that's what you want. You want something that's going to completely glove my testes out of my sack. That's what you want.
That's what we're looking for.
That's what we're looking for. Anyway, I just wanted to stop.
You just want to get that off your chest?
Fuck Crystal Car Wash.
You just want to get that off your chest?
You're a bunch of scumbags and you're ripping people off.
Ripping people off. The punter and the dribbler.
The punter and the dribbler. And I'm just like, why are you making me pay for that, you sack of shit? Brad Haddin's been hacked on his Instagram. Hads has been hacked.
What's he looking for? What's he asking for? How do you know?
I'm not 100% sure. Brad Haddin's a friend of ours now, Eddie, as you know, because, and I'm just going to send this to you, Tom.
Was it Brad that said you got a bit of Gloveman about you?
Brad Haddin said to me that he could have seen me being a fucking red-hot wicketkeeper back in the day because of my natural ability. Something along those lines. And it meant a lot coming from him. Now, I'm just sending Tobler a couple of photos here. And you could also get Brad's Instagram up if you wanted to. But these are some screenshots of his Instagram stories. Brad's clicked on a Bitcoin something link that he shouldn't have. It's very boomer of Brad. And the day that I am a fucking boomer officially is when I've fucked up like this. I am always very worried of this happening. You got to go back. Go to the other ones first. So, new rig. He's posted. Can you go to his Instagram, actually? Go to his actual Instagram. So, my first big purchase of the year, no better way of ending the year than this. My new car just hit the road, earned and not given, hard work pays. There's no full stops here either, don't worry. Earn and not given, hard work pays. I'm so excited about this, and my sincere appreciation goes to you, real_Pedro_mining, for guiding me through this journey and for your negotiable mining skills. I just got this from the money I made from Bitcoin mining, and I will always be thankful for you for working with me, and I made real money in a few hours. I'm so excited for taking the risk, and I'm super proud of myself above all.
So what makes you think this isn't Brad?
So that's him with his brand new. Is that a Beamer or a Mercedes? I don't know, but it's some sort of a...
That's a Mercedes, my friend.
It is, yeah.
So real Pedro Mining in his Instagram bio is car enthusiast, Bitcoin miner, independent Forex trader, figure earner, investors. Message me on WhatsApp below in the link.
Just a couple of things. If you're a Bitcoin miner and you're in you dabble in the foreign exchange, I think that you should, even if English is your second language, you should be employing the use of ChatGPT just to tidy that up.
Yep.
I can appreciate that maybe your English isn't your first language and so your grammar's not great. No excuse, buddy.
No
we
live in a world where that's no longer an excuse.
I'm sorry, but that's always been my big critique against these hackers, is that their fucking grammar's dog shit.
Yeah.
Tidy it up.
And you will hoodwink even more people.
Even you'll hoodwink me.
Yeah.
I'd go, fuck, Brad's doing well.
Yeah, no, Brad's the real deal.
Brad's doing well.
Brad's killing it.
Just rip down all his other posts, upload them and go write it like this.
Yeah. Well, actually, I think we're at the third post on Brad's thing. You haven't deleted that yet. Can you go to the story, though? Because there was another one about Brad crying tears of joy, which, again, Pedro not doing great with grammar. I'm still in tears of joy. I'm so much recommending y'all go reach out to my mentor, Real Pedro Mining, invest and get paid via crypto investment opportunity. It's reliable.
It's not good enough.
No.
It's not good enough. The grammar is not up to
But I
scratch.
tell you what, Brad's going to be looking at all this shit through his like his misso or his someone's fucking Instagram, just going, "Geez, I'm an idiot. I've been done by Pedro's fucked me here." I'd love to know what Pedro's done to get Brad.
Well, do you think that's what got Brad?
Isn't that how you get hacked?
Well, it's not necessarily Pedro himself. Pedro's not necessarily the guy that's hacked him.
I understand that.
As in,
Pedro may not even exist as a real
well, as in he'd have like other little things on the go to lure people in.
Correct.
I mean, this could be pornography that's done him in. He could have been downloading some videos on LimeWire for all we know.
Okay. So he could just be, this could be a complete like...
Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I know. I understand what you're trying to say. I wouldn't have thought that it would have been potentially a porno situation.
I'm saying it could have been. I'm certainly
No, I know
not
you're not
accusing
alleging
Brad
that about
of
Brad. No, of course not. But we are just trying to work out why Brad has been hacked, or like, is this one of those, is this an embarrassing boomer moment where you're like, oh, internet money, crypto, how do I do this? And then you go bang. Or is this just a series of unfortunate events where you're watching porn, for example, you click on a video and then another page pops up and you've accidentally clicked on something you shouldn't have?
Or
is this a pop-up situation?
it could be a pop-up situation, Dom, or they've just looked at this and gone, Brad Haddin's password is going to be his daughter's name, or his son's name,
Wicketkeeper.
or his wife's name, or Australia, or back, like something fucking super obvious.
Yeah.
That's what boomers do.
Yeah.
All their passcodes are related to either their children's birthdays or their children's names, or where they're from.
Yeah.
Like Dad's is probably New Zealand, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That wouldn't shock me.
No.
Or Dubbo.
Yeah.
Or his name.
Devon.
That's probably 2 out of the box.
Devon King. Dubbo Devon King.
Dubbo Devon
22.
King. Yeah. That's just the boomer, right? That's just what they do. That's how they think about their passwords. He may have been hacked that way, Tom. Again, it could be a LimeWire situation here. It's hard to say for sure. But I can't...
Who's Ibrahim Shimmy Beauty? Is that just an Indian, like one of Brad's Indian followers? Or is this like someone who is part of the ruse trying to make it like seem legit?
Oh, he plays cricket.
Very hard to tell.
No, he plays cricket.
He's probably a fan.
No, he plays cricket.
Cricket, Dublin is where he's located. I don't know.
I think he's a fan of Brad and he's happy to see him doing well.
Yeah. And so are we, by the way.
It's just...
There's a world where we're hoodwinked, and this is actually true. We interrupt this podcast transmission to shout out our good friends at Ned's.
Yes, we do. Sorry, Neds. Sorry. Pisces on the weekend. Tommy spotted it like a dirty nose. Pisces. A nair of note.
Oh, yeah.
A nair of note.
Wasn't favourite, was the market mover.
My daughter looking like being a Pisces, unconfirmed at this point in time.
Yeah.
Obviously, she's not yet born. However, you see a Pisces, Tom sees a Pisces, we see a Pisces, I see a Pisces, we all load up on Pisces, and you get the W. And it's all thanks to Neds.
It is. Now, sure, did we get on Mike Tyson round one? Knockout of Jake Paul? We might have. And there were reasons behind that.
That was a bit of fun.
That was a bit of fun. It was an omen bet. It was a Jarchers got knocked out before. Let's try and do that. And it didn't work. So, you know, it's yin and yang. But if you're going to yin or yang, you do it with Neds.
Yes, you do. Yin and yangin'.
Yeah.
Do it with Neds.
Chances are you're about to lose. For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website. Before we get to rugby league, we're going to talk about someone by the name of Cody Totes, who last night we got a DM from someone who wished to remain anonymous, which I'm going to respect those wishes. But basically it was a photo of him at a touch footy game, not in his jeans, being like, is this play on? What the fuck? Now, I will say that is play on from it depends. Because we did say he could play.
I think we were pretty...
We said he could play touch footy in him, though.
Yeah, but it was like you take them off, take the field, and then you put them on when you leave. We did say that as well. And he looked like he was getting a bit loosey-goosey.
It did feel like...
Because that was after the game by the bags.
Yeah, that wasn't on the field.
Can we get the photo up? Can we have a look at this? Where's
He's
that?
drinking
Hang
water.
on, hang
Where's
on,
that?
Hang
He's
on.
just hanging out, drinking
on.
water.
Tags are on, lads. It's half time. The tags are literally still on our pants.
I mean, the tags would be on your pants after the game as well, though, wouldn't they?
Well, even
No,
still,
you leave 'em in the middle.
even still, I'm in.
You leave them in the middle.
Okay.
Yeah.
After the game's over.
Okay.
You're lucky you've got your fucking tags
You are
on.
so lucky you've got your tags on. You couldn't be more lucky. Now, I will say this as well. I did follow up with the gentleman in question and go, when was this? And he said halftime, but I was gonna keep that to myself. Because it's a lot funner to do that. But geez, Cody, that's skinny your ball sack stuff. As this came across my desk last night, I sent it into the group, and I was like, some dribbler's trying to get you here, Cody. I'd be careful. Now, he seemed to think he knew who it was. Again, I wasn't going to reveal my sources, but he thought it was. You think the referee took this photo?
Yeah.
You think the referee took the photo?
We were on the backfield at Wenny Park, and there was only one person to our left, and it was the ref.
So you think that referee has snapped a sneaky pick at you, but you also think the ref had it in for you because he let a big Samoan put a shot on you, apparently.
No, he refed well, and we had and in hindsight, the fact that he knew who I was, like there were a few 50-50s that probably went our way. But dude, some Samoan.
You've changed your tune.
Hang on a second.
Fuck.
Hang on a second.
Last night it was fuck that ref.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, we can read it.
Yeah, no, to be fair. Yeah, no, that's fair.
don't make me read them. Don't make me read them, bro.
No, he did. He even confessed that the guy put a shot on me. He brought that up, not
we
me.
don't know if it's a referee or not that we're talking to here, so you don't know who confessed or what.
You go, some Samoan dude put a shot on me and he said play on.
Yeah.
Dog.
Did you add the dog bit?
No, that's there.
That's what you said.
Refs are hard to come by, man.
Yeah, they
you can
are,
see
man.
why
I know, man.
people
That's
don't want
what's
to do it.
disappointing.
That's what's disappointing.
There's
is
no
these referees,
joy in
they're
refs.
out there. The game relies on referees, really.
And also, clearly a fan,
Yeah.
is the lifeblood of the community, is a ref. That's one thing. It's tough to be a ref in this
Tough to be a
climate.
referee,
Without
especially people
refs,
like Cody
hashtag
Totes out
stop.
there bashing
100%.
you.
And then also on top of that, he's not only is he a punter and dribbler, but he's one that pays attention because he's sending in is this play on messages.
Yeah, he's looking out for the best interest of the show. Which
and
is Cody
Cody
Totes
and
taking
Cody's
the
just rinsing him in the group. And you know why I think he was rinsing him, Tom? You know why?
Why?
Because I think Cody might have deep down thought that he was close to fucked and it was close to resetting because he might have been playing up.
Now,
He might have been breaking the rules.
where are the pants right now? If I'm looking at that photo,
In my tote bag.
right? So they aren't. But so
Where
and
else?
that shorty's tote bag I can see in the background.
Yeah. They're in there.
You,
Ask my teammates.
no, I'm not
They're in
saying they
there.
aren't there.
Yeah.
I'm just like
Are they? They don't look like they're that close to the field.
they don't look like they're worn onto the field and they're like taken off at the sideline and left there.
Can I be honest with you, Tom? He's not going to admit it because we are a day out. But I think that
He's been fucking.
if we hooked him up to the lie detector,
Hey, can we get a lie detector test? How easily do we get a lie
I
detector
don't
in
think you
here?
can just easily jimmy up lie
I
detector
don't know,
tests.
Ed. I'm allowed
But-
to ask the question.
Of course you can.
I'm allowed to ask the question.
course
What
you can.
day is it?
It's tomorrow.
Okay, it's going to be tough.
That's what I'm talking. It's not next
Tobler,
week.
just try it, dude. Look into lie
I'll call the
detection.
cops. We could take him down.
Are they the only ones that have? Do they even use them anymore?
Are you telling me the
'Cause
only
you gotta
way?
get someone to
How
run
the
it.
fuck did Joel and Fletch get one?
Oh,
Like, you mean Fletch and Hindy?
probably bullshit. You got to get hooked up to the machine and the monitor. Someone's got to monitor
Yeah,
it for
can't
you.
you get someone to come out of you? You're telling me you have to go to a police station, Tobler? Have you done any research into this, or is this a vibe?
Oh no, that was an off the cuff. Like,
Okay, well let's.
I'm looking at it now.
Let's get
Australian
your fingers
Polygraph
to work.
Services.
Yeah. Go on. Go on. Australian Polygraph Services.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
on the.
Please continue.
Contact us. Previous cases, testimonials.
Listen, this is what we're going to do, punters and dribblers. We're going to call.
We can always do the lie detector after the fact, and if he's found to be lying, then we can get him back in those pants.
which would be huge because I think we all know that he hasn't been wearing them to the side.
He hasn't been wearing them to the side.
Have your totes?
I have, mate.
You're such a liar.
I'm not, mate. They're literally in my tote bag.
He's
there.
been so quiet sitting there just going, these guys are going to fuck me here because they're going to find out I'm a liar.
That's why he was. That was why he was in at the ref last night. That's why I was pissed off with the ref because he'd been found out.
And because so last night we see this photo and we go, mate, where are these fucking pants? I mean, and then I said, send me a photo in 20 seconds of you with those pants on. Otherwise, it's resetting. And he's like, oh, no, I literally just got out of the shower. It's crazy. I've just got out of the shower. And then I started a countdown in the page, and he basically didn't make the 20 seconds, but he's in his pants with his shirt off. So, like, I don't know.
And he had been in the shower.
He might have been. He might have thrown some water on him and just pulled the pants on and thrown a towel over his shoulder. I don't know.
Surely you're giving me some sort of like I've been so good this month, and
Well, not
you
really.
got to
It's already-
give.
It reset after the first week. So you haven't been so good.
Well,
It reset twice technically.
yeah, but like since then, and I'm like, fucking hell, like I literally just got out of the shower. What do you want me to
been
do?
calling him at all?
Not
Nah,
Not enough. Well, never. Not once.
Yeah, not once.
not once.
Not once.
Not
a
once.
single time.
I thought about doing it, and then something
I was
happened.
going to do it last night.
And then life continued.
Life got in the way, and plus I haven't met his missus, and I wasn't sure she's there, and I'm calling him, being like, "Show me your pants." It's like, it might sort of, kick off a bit of like chat around the household of like, you can probably sue for this.
But I think the way to go about it, if possible, is to get the polygraph test in.
Yeah.
Because then we'll know. for sure.
$1,800. $550 non-refundable deposit fee.
$1,800 is a lot.
That's a lot more than I was
money.
hoping for a polygraph test.
That's a shitload of money.
That's a lot for for something that's probably not 100% effective.
It definitely wouldn't be.
Well, it doesn't hold up in court. Yeah, but he's breathing a sigh of relief.
Yeah,
over
yeah,
there.
yeah.
Look at how quiet he's gone.
I
dude.
know. He stopped speaking. And you can never shut him up.
Like, what do you want me to say?
I want you to.
I want
fight.
you to admit that you've been cheating.
Well, if I fight, that's a bad look for me. And then
Why is it a bad look?
Because that seems like I'm lying.
Silence seems bad as well.
Mate, I've got nothing to hide. You
So
could have
you're
called
telling
me at
that
any
you wear
point.
those pants to the sideline and then take them off.
Mate, 100%. They're
Why
literally
are
in my
they
tote
bag
bag.
then?
Because I put my stuff in a bag before I go on the field.
But that's not the sideline. I'm talking about the line of the field.
Mate.
The side line. You step out of them, and they sit there dormant.
Let me ask a different question. Do you warm up in them?
No, because I'd warm up on the field.
Okay, that was a good answer. It was a quick answer.
Also, I got there like 1 minute before kickoff last night. I didn't really warm up. It was like a few leg swings as I walked to the middle.
Mate, all we're trying to do, and I can tell
Can we
by
get some contra out of
I can tell by the tone in his voice that he's less than happy with us, probing.
Yeah, he's not happy.
But I think you need to understand, Cody, that we're looking to uphold the sanctity of the bet for the punter and the dribbler at home, who have vested interest in this
exactly.
as well.
100%.
They're invested in it.
It's probably worth mentioning as well that we didn't post anything about the Oztag bet in the end. So I did play Oztag in these, but we didn't end up posting any content because it was kind of shit and I didn't have anyone to film.
Basically, like, we're a content business and you got the shittest fucking content.
Yeah, I know.
So that's great.
I know. But I'm just letting everyone know that happened
Cody.
because it
At
didn't.
least he got good soccer content.
No, he did. That was good stuff.
Yeah. There was just no one like getting people down to Wenny Park on a Tuesday night's a tough ask.
I mean, I'm sure you got people in your life who want you to remain employed, You should just tell them you're going to get fired if you aren't. Now, obviously, that's not true. We would never do that to you, Cody.
But in all seriousness, even though we have been serious the whole time, the polygraph test, I'll be honest with you, it's out of our price range. It's too much.
Listen, we're beyond. We are trying to make smarter financial decisions. Listen, we've bought $1,000 artisanal football. You know what I mean? We've done dumb things. I mean, I would argue that the football dumber than the polygraph. But the football needed to be purchased. There's no choice.
Sometimes you've got to make purchases. You have to.
You have to.
You just have to contribute to the economy, and that was what we were doing. We were just pumping cash.
Stimulating it.
We were
flicking it.
We were flicking the economy's bean, dude. That's what we were doing. And you got to do that from time to time to keep the economy. You got to keep the economy wet. So. We've done enough. $1,800 can't justify.
Can you hit them up?
Can you find a cheaper one?
No, but I'll hit them up and go, we'll give you some free plugs.
Yeah, we'll plug them for free.
We'll plug your polygraph
so
business.
we can flog your business on the potty. Should do wonders.
Yeah, it should really yield some healthy returns for them. And then you give us free polygraph for
just one for Cody Totes, who. The jury's out on how much he's actually been wearing the pants now. I've never been more concerned about the sanctity of the bet. I want to know about the Samoan that shot you, though. What happened?
We versed this team and they were all like they weren't chanting, but they were like yelling Samoa at some point in the game. Hence how we knew the ethnicity of these gentlemen. But they were just like a team full of footy boys.
I'm confused. How do you know they're Samoan from what they're saying?
Like they were like yelling out Samoa and shit at some point.
Oh,
in the
okay.
Game.
Pro Samoa round.
Yeah, I just didn't want people to be like, how do you know they were Samoan? Like they were saying it.
Yeah, right.
I think that you could be forgiven for going like, oh, he was Samoan. And he's like, oh, I was actually Tongan. Like, I don't think you were being racist there.
Okay, well, I just wanted to clear it up. I just wanted to,
No, I get it.
I get it.
It's clearing it up. And what, did you get winded?
No, I didn't get winded. It wasn't
Nothing
hard
fucking
enough.
worse than getting winded.
No, it didn't go to ground. So I just kind of
You
looked
didn't
at
even go to ground?
No.
But you weigh like 10 kilos.
I know.
And he couldn't even knock you over.
What,
And you're making out that he's put on one of the great shots of all time.
he bent down, shoulder into my stomach.
I mean, it is Oztag.
Like, it's Oztag.
There is.
People get dropped in Oztag all the time.
Yeah.
I've seen it with my own eyes.
And the ref said I handled myself quite well, and the only reason that was because I was in fact quite scared of the entire other team. So I just didn't say anything.
Did they react to the shot that he put on you?
No.
Were they like, oh, sucked in, bro? Like, oh, yeah, big shot. Or
Was
No.
there any Che-Hoos or?
Nah, it was kind of like at the end of the game, and we were.
We have been given clearance to say
We have.
from Scope and Mason.
Correct.
We were given Chihu clearance.
Yes, we were.
And we
I
use
wasn't sure how to say it.
No. Well,
I know how to do them. I don't know how to say
we
them.
use it sparingly.
Yes.
And that wasn't one of them.
Fuck no.
No. But we have been given clearance from Scope and Mason,
Mace in particular,
particularly Mace.
who gave us high level clearance.
Uncle Wiramu.
Go back and check the stream he did.
Yeah. All right, Cody. Well, listen, I think we're all very disappointed with the way you've conducted yourself.
I'm.
Do you want to apologise to the punter and the dribbler?
For what? Go on.
Well, you go on.
What am I apologising for?
I think you know, mate.
This, you know what? Can I just say as a side note, I was musing with Felix yesterday morning when I walked into work. Like, I think for the first time, I kind of actually felt the euphoria of finishing a marathon, knowing that the end of this baggy pants bet is in sight. Because,
You can now
like,
enjoy the marathon.
I felt nothing but like sadness and disappointment.
That's a great point.
Yeah.
It's been a really delayed reaction.
Like, this is the marathon finishing now.
Yeah.
What time do you take them off tomorrow?
6 p.m.
What time's the show tomorrow night?
8. I thought it was like 4 p.m. we'd take the pants off.
What show?
Will
Will
Gibbs
Gibbs.
stand
Oh, yeah,
up
you
at the
going?
Chloe
Where is that?
Clovelly Hotel.
It actually might not be 6. I don't know. I've
going?
got 6 in my mind.
I believe it's in the calendar for 4 p.m.
Thought I should show my face.
Well, yeah, no, I get it. I would love to, but I can't show my face.
I like to show my
no,
face
it's good,
in
dude.
support.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, supporting that. Good on you, Cody.
Well done, mate.
Thanks,
Now.
guys.
Pappenhuyzen looks like he's re-signed with the Storm. Edward for 1 year, doesn't go to the Dogs.
Listen,
1 year.
he wants to stay and win a comp because I think they're a very good sniff next year outside of Manly of winning the damn thing.
Yeah.
And it just would be a premature exit, I think.
Also, I think 1 year goes, okay, listen, I have been out injured a lot. I don't know what he's taken, if it's a reduction or if they go, we'll pay you what you want, but we're only giving you 1 year. And then you've got a year to prove yourself.
I think so. I think that makes a lot of sense. Because he has been injured a fair bit. If you go, listen, I've turned it around, a lot of those injuries were just bad luck and unlucky as opposed to something systemic. So give me a year to prove myself, maybe win a comp. Obviously you won't because Manly will, but you can go close.
Yeah,
prove yourself, show that you've still got the ticker for it, and then you can get a big lumpy deal moving forward. How old is he? Is he in his 20s?
Yeah, he's in his 20s for sure. What are you, 28, 27?
He's 26.
So
26.
Come on. This is a preparation for a lumpy deal.
Yeah, dude. He's 26. He's coming in. He's about to come, dude.
He's about to come. It's prep season.
Yeah.
Prep season for him. I think it makes a lot of sense.
26. We got so much pappy left.
Lot of pappy. Like, way more pappy than I thought we
Yeah,
had.
dude. We have so much pappy left. It's not funny. What year's he born? Like, was he turning 27 this year or next year?
No, he's turning 27 next year.
When's the Golden Boot announced?
Great question. What are we waiting for?
What are we waiting for? I thought that should have been done.
Well,
and
Tommy
dusted.
got engaged as well. We should probably give
Well
a
done,
hearty
Tommy.
congratulations.
If that didn't bring a tear to the eye, then you're a robot.
Well, you've
basically.
now got Tommy engaged, Jake engaged, Ruben engaged, and expecting a child. DCE obviously already long-term married, but just like a couple of the big dogs starting to settle.
I like it when big dogs settle.
Yeah, dude.
I like it because it's family and football then.
That's all it is.
It's just family and football.
Family and football.
It's a good place to be.
It's a great
That's
place
where
to
you
be.
want to be if you want to win comps. You want a fair few of your stock, fair few of your cattle in family and footy
Football territory
phase.
era, and then you want the X Factor players to be in fun and fucking.
Yeah,
That's all they do. They want a footy fun fucking.
100%.
That's it.
Sometime in early December, the Golden Boot will be announced.
Okay. Sure.
So that's upon us.
Yep.
Now, Magic Round. Now, I don't know what's going on.
Listen, I don't know who's running the show over there.
What's going on?
Manly.
The Friday night game, 8 p.m, Manly versus Brisbane, which has been locked in for at least the last 3 years, has been thrown onto the scrap heap.
Yep.
And Manly's been cut all together.
We're out of the whole fucking thing. And Roasty,
We're not
God.
even going.
damn it, he predicted it. He was like, I think Manly's going to get fucked off from here.
Why
Now,
did
I
he
think
say that?
I don't know, but I reckon he had inside word.
Oh,
It
you
was
reckon?
Too random.
Doesn't he? He works for the NRL, doesn't he?
No, he works for a betting agency.
Oh, who might know?
Who shall not be named. Now, the thing that I'm shocked by here is that they have got rid of the Broncos Manly Friday 8 p.m. game. They haven't just got rid of that. They've pushed the Broncos to Sunday when everyone is out of puff. 4 p.m. Sunday. Everyone's out of puff. And they've replaced it with Roosters and the Fish.
I think that they've got this horribly wrong.
Horribly wrong. So the Friday...
You've got Panthers Broncos, which is going to be a good game at 4.
No. Friday 6 p.m.
I was just saying what they've moved it to, but yeah, go start from the
Friday
start.
6 p.m. You've got Eels and Sharks, sure, but I mean that's where you put a shit game.
No, whatever.
But that game to me, Edward, feels like it's too good of a game for the slot. You might want to kick things off with like a good game. Sure, I get that too, but like I don't know. I feel like you might be wasting a good one there, and my reasoning will become clearer as we move down the line here. 8 p.m. Friday night, we have Roosters Fish. Like, again, and it's like, it's the Arthur Beetson Cup. I love Arthur Beetson, no disrespect to him, but, like, I don't think anyone gives a fuck during Magic Round. I don't think that's when you do the Arthur Beetson Cup as, like, a big fucking thing. That's just a me thing.
I don't feel anything from that.
I feel nothing from that. And this is in Brisbane. It's not in Redcliffe. I know that that's where they play some of their home games, but, like... I think if you're a Broncos fan, you should feel like you've been robbed of the Friday night spectacular. It also has robbed you of the ability to rip your asshole apart Friday night as a Broncos fan and then just like hold on for dear life.
Well, hang on, exactly.
I also don't think the Fish are going to, well, not that they're not going to be good next year, who knows, but teams often struggle after Wayne Bennett goes.
Well, historically they've
they
really struggled, buddy.
Saturday, 3 p.m, Bunnies Knights.
Yeah.
5:30 Warriors Cows. 7:45 Saturday night main game.
You'd argue this is the glamour
Glamour slot of the weekend. The DMC Bowl. Tigers v the fucking Dragons.
Right.
Who signed off on that?
That is
insane.
Put it this way, I've never seen a fucking DMC bowl under lights.
No.
Have you?
Or in a stadium.
Mate, that reeks of 3 p.m. Saturday. Reeks of it.
So, at like a Mudgee.
In Mudgee. Oh, yeah. Or, fucking, yeah, Mudgee. Mudgee.
It's madness to me. Madness. Now, I'm not...
Or Darwin.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? That's no knock on Darwin, but just nowhere with a big stadium.
They don't have a team.
No.
You know what I mean?
There's a world where that's the game we do a live stream for. But obviously, like, I'm not letting Manly not being there stopping me from going and fucking ripping and tearing.
Obviously plans need to be made around what the fuck's going on now. Yeah. We can get to that, obviously, next year.
Of course we can.
Sunday, Tom, it doesn't stop getting any less random. You've got the Titans and the Dogs. Then you've got the fixture of the round, Panthers versus Broncos, but again, it's 4 o'clock. Great for the TV. Great for a TV audience.
Great.
But you're out of puff by 4 o'clock
You
Sunday.
could argue that's the only good game of the entire weekend.
And then you've got Storm Raiders, and then people are picking the Raiders to win the Spoon next year. It's not the Raiders of yesteryear, I don't think.
And
I'm happy to be proven wrong.
I'm not shitting on individual teams here. I'm more just the matchups don't elicit much horn from me. Now, sure, this could be pure bitterness because Manly's not in it.
Oh, make no mistake.
There could be a lot of bitterness.
Make no mistake. There's bitterness.
There might be some, just a hint. But I would argue there's maybe one game.
I'm going to do something, Tom, if you don't mind. Is that okay if I do something?
Well, depending on what it is, Eddie, yeah. But, I mean, I'll say yes for now. I may change my mind again, depending on what it is.
I'm going to do something.
Okay.
Okay?
What are you doing?
These are the fixtures last year.
Yep.
Raiders, Dogs.
Yep.
Close game, 24-20.
Dude, great game.
Great game. Yeah, the Manly and the Broncos, we lost 13-12. Good game.
Well, Jock Madden fucked us there.
Titans, Knights, whatever.
Well, that's a waste. That's what you want.
But it was a 3:00 Saturday game. You just fill it with fluff.
Yep.
Then, mate, 5:30 Saturday, Sharks, Roosters.
There you go.
That's
Top
a
four
doozy.
clash.
That's a doozy. Then you had the Rabbitohs and the Cowboys.
Well, you would have expected the Rabbitohs to have been better than they were, and the Cowboys made the finals.
Warriors, Panthers.
Again, Eddie, you also had a Queensland team at 7 p.m. on the Saturday night.
Yeah, you did.
You had a Queensland.
The Bunnies got big support, and then you got the Cowboys, who are a Queensland side. Then you had the Warriors and the Panthers Sunday 2:00, 1:50, whatever it is. Then you had the Storm versus the
Warriors
Eels.
won that game, didn't they?
Yep, 22-20. Then you had the Storm versus the Eels. Again, this is in the context of the Eels having been fucking pretty good. Were they in the final the year before? No, year before that.
Oh, yeah.
And then you had Tigers, Dolphins.
Maybe listen, it certainly was better last year, and I'm not happy about it. You're not happy about it. And
I just think that taking Manly out of it, you've gone backwards.
You've gone backwards. The whole thing, like you've just.
That's what's happened.
The whole thing's lost a step. The whole concept's lost a step.
Manly wanted to have the bye this year at Magic Round.
Shut up, Tobler.
We wanted to.
Yeah, according to the AAP, the Australian Associated Press, the club were keen to have the bye in this year's edition after a heavy travel load in the first half of last year's competition. Also, we had a deal with Brisbane that we were like financially compensated to play our home games up there.
Yes,
that
because
deal has lapsed.
Yes, no,
and
I
they
understand
decided
that.
not to renew it.
That's
so how that worked historically, punters and dribbers. I'll fill you in on it. What was the precursor for Magic Round was the double header, if you remember that. Manly would always play Brisbane in the double header, so we'd always take one of our home games up to Suncorp. Then that was rolled into Magic Round. Now we've fucked that off completely because we want more home games. I get that. We've gone from 11 to 12 at Brookie. I think that's good.
No, it is good.
That's good for everyone.
Well, that's good for everyone.
And we're packing out Brookie now, so it's good. It's just I can't help but notice that Magic Round 2025's lost some of its luster.
It's not as magic.
No, it's not.
It's suddenly a little more. I can see how you're doing your card tricks there.
Yeah.
It's a little bit bush league. It's a little bit lacking on the magic. And I also don't think that because we don't want to play the Broncos, take our home game away, that we should be robbed of the right to dabble in a little Magic Round.
Here's an idea. Why don't we make the Broncos versus Manly a Broncos home game?
Why?
Wow.
Wow.
Fuck, that's blowing cunts away, surely. That's blowing people away. But look, it looks like the Broncos, who literally are at their home ground, just always play away a Magic Round. Work that out.
Just to sort of echo everything you've already said, there seems to be like no like any sort of like rivalries there. I can't see like much history, but again, I could be this is just me looking at them at face value.
Can I tell you right? Can I tell you what I think
Raiders
they're doing?
Yeah, outside of Storm Raiders. Yeah, for sure.
Can I tell you what I think they're doing?
Please.
What I think they might be doing is going, Magic Round stands on its own 2 feet under the concept of Magic Round. Just like the fact that you go up there and you watch heaps of footy and everyone gets fucked up, that does the job. And
So
let's just squeeze it full of games that mean nothing.
Is that so you can put rivalries at other stages?
Well,
You
you
can have a
want
rivalry at home
rivalries to
Stand on their own 2 feet themselves.
Well, obviously you want rivalries to pack stadiums where the teams are actually at home. Yeah. You want rivalries to like underscore whole weekends of competitions. I think that makes sense.
It does.
Because they've intentionally got fixtures here that mean fucking not much.
Yeah.
Really.
Like a Saturday, if this was just a Saturday 3 p.m. game at...
If this was around, you'd go, what the fuck?
If Rabbitohs v. the Knights was just out at fucking... What's that stadium that'll know? That shithole? A core. You'd be like...
If this was a round, if this was just a round, you go, this round's pretty random.
Yes.
It's a random round.
Yeah.
You've obviously got Panthers versus Bronx, which is that's a doozy. It is what it is.
Now listen, like everything, once we have a moment to take a breath, to simmer down, once we get to Magic Round next year and we realise Manly's top of the ladder and a bye is really good for a freshen up middle of the year, we're all going to be much different energy. That's what it's going to be. We're going to be calm, cool, calm.
We are in the throes of passion right now, punters and dribblers. We are pissed the fuck off that we're not in Magic Round. I respect that the club's asked for a breather. They've obviously identified this as a perfect time to chill out. It's very busy in Brisbane there, and you don't want to get caught up in the chutzpah, in the hullabaloo.
Hullabaloo, hoopla. We're also going to have Tommy coming into Origin, Deese coming into Origin.
I think it's smart.
Hamale coming into Origin, maybe a stubby cooler can of cola,
Keep the boys out of trouble.
Jakey.
Makes a lot of sense. But it does, as a fan of the game and a fan of the Manly Warringah Seagulls, it cuts deep knowing that our Friday night glamour game's been fucked off.
Yeah. Where your dads can absolutely blow the lid off and then essentially sleep for the remaining 2 days. Maybe that's actually not... Maybe there is some freedom here, Eddie, in that we can just go and live our young lives. Obviously, we're a bit older, but you know what I mean. Get up there. Just put in some good work, some good honest work.
And just put in some work and just good honest work. And then just not even have to worry about it.
Because we worked hard last year.
Too hard.
This year, very hard.
Too hard.
But we also had the sadness of a loss. Whereas this year,
13-12.
We banked 2 points. We got Jock Madden this year.
And we lost the year before.
And I've never seen him win.
We've only won once at Magic Round.
I don't even remember that.
That was the year
2021, 50-6.
Wasn't there. Against the Broncos?
Yeah.
Jesus, of course we missed that one. But so maybe there's an opportunity to not be marred by the sadness of a Manly loss. We're actually banking 2 rugby league points while we're up there, and then we just go and enjoy ourselves.
It's a great way of looking at it.
It's a guilt-free weekend.
It's a guilt-free weekend. We get 2 points guaranteed, and we have less responsibilities.
We don't get chirped by all these. We'll get chirped maybe for Manly not being there, sure, but we'll be able to go back to we got 2 points.
No, we just got 2 points.
2 points, bro.
Just go 2 points.
Yeah.
And then half the teams playing can be able to say that.
No.
Did you get 2 points?
Yeah, how many points you get this weekend?
Half of them got 1 or none. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It might be a draw. Probably not, but you never know.
No, you don't know.
Plus Broncos at Brookvale, I feel like that's another 2 points.
Yeah,
well,
I've come around.
Oh, no, I'm coming around.
No, I've come around. I've come all the way around.
Yeah, I actually don't mind it.
Do you have them at Brookie?
We will. We fucking better.
That's the goal. And because Tony Mestrov's also trying to get Para and the Roosters to come play out of Brookie as well.
Oh, Tony Mestrov, what an operator.
I'm going to check.
I'd love to get Tony on the pod.
I'm a big fan of Mestrov. We've only got round 1 here.
No, they haven't released the round. They haven't released it.
We're playing 2 extra home games at 4 points this year.
2?
Yeah, we got 12.
Did we only have 10 last year?
Yeah.
That's rank.
I know. It's exciting.
So we are fully on board with Magic Round 2025. Yep. I think it's a fantastic decision not to have Manly play. I think that's eyes up footy by Mestrov, Tom, by the coaching staff,
by
and
Abdo, who definitely didn't ghost us. He probably just had bigger fish to fry. He's had a long year. He's taken some time off, and he'll get back to us in his own time.
He said he'd have a big year. He said he'd have a big year, and he needs a breather.
Yeah,
I think I like the matchups.
No, there are some good games there. Well, a DMC Bowl. That's the Magic Round's been crying out for a DMC Bowl.
Put it this way: there's actually the Storm and Raiders have got history. That's a good game.
That's a great game.
You got the DMC
Panthers and Broncos. That's an old grand final rematch.
That's an old grand final rematch. You got the Storm. You got the Tigers and the Dragons, which is a fucking big game.
That's a blockbuster.
I'm
not surprised. And well, listen, with the new players they've got, Eddie, who knows how they're going to go?
And then you've got the Sharks, and I mean, if his penis has anything to go off, the Eels will be going well next year.
Well, they've got to have Addo Carter.
So Friday,
Lomax.
Yeah, so Friday, Arby, you've actually got a great game to kick things off. A couple of top 8 sides going toe to toe.
We might have Rabbitohs.
We'll do a live show up there, maybe. Kick things off, start the weekend right.
Yeah, we can do a live show. I'm happy to do a live show. Obviously, we won't be streaming the Roosters and the Dolphins.
No, that's going to give us the freedom to really enjoy ourselves.
Correct. Smart footy from us.
I also wouldn't mind. We can talk about this afterwards, but no, let's talk about it afterwards. I've got some ideas. Well, listen, I'm loving it. I love how Magic Round's looking 2025.
Big fan of Magic Round 2025. Congratulations to the NRL. You've done a fantastic job once again. Congratulations to the NRL. You've done a fantastic job once again.
Congratulations once again. We should probably book in some accommodation now so we don't get our arseholes ripped apart.
Yeah. You know who we're referring to? If you're listening, we'll be calling soon.
Oh, yes.
So you call me back and let's get something going again.
Our friends at, well, why don't we say the name of it?
Because I've forgotten what it's called.
Oh, the Khalil. Or the Carlisle.
Carlisle.
Big Angus.
Is it Angus?
Angus.
Angus
from
Carlisle.
Reach out.
Big fan of your work, bro.
Yeah. And if you've got any, like, cupboard space, just like where the janitor keeps their, like, towels and shit, then that's probably going to be a Tobler.
Well, Tobler's room was too nice last year.
No, well, listen, we
it
might
was
send him to another
beautiful.
hotel.
We were too...
If you and anyone who runs any of the
Our
F1
generosity
motels out
knows
there,
no bounds.
I know.
That's the problem.
We're too generous, Tobler. So we might get him somewhere at the F1 motel. Big day Rosé Magnums on sale right now, punters and dribblers, and they're flying off the shelves.
Go big and thick
Yeah.
this summer. I've always been of the opinion, Tom, that bigger is better, thicker is better, bigger and thicker is better.
Yep.
And that's what you get with the Big Day Rosé Magnum. Now, it's a bit more affordable than a 6-pack if you're that way inclined, if you're looking for a cheaper option.
Well, you may not have tried the rosé before, and you're like, listen, I want to try some Big Day Rosé, but I can't go out and get a 6-pack of it. And you go, well, that's okay, that's fine, because the Magnums are here.
That's right. You want to rock up to a party and be a sick cunt?
Yeah.
Get a Magnum.
Ice cold Big Day Rosé Magnums. Go to hellosport.shop. Now, punters and dribblers, we've got an interview coming up with UFC Light Heavyweight. Carlos Ulberg is fighting this Saturday in the fight night. Figueiredo Peter he's on the undercard. He's fighting Volkan Oezdemir. We've got an interview with him coming up. But we do have a song that's been submitted by whom?
Jay, the opera dribbler.
Jay, the opera dribbler.
Is he?
I believe he sent us one before.
Is
Maybe
he known to us?
Yeah, I've heard of the opera. He's sung opera, I think.
Yeah, for the like the new intro song.
Yeah.
Operatic version.
Yeah, he
I
did
think
an
last
operatic.
year.
Now,
And we never went with that in the end?
no, just didn't listen. We liked it, but it just didn't hit. This is not a Christmas carol, though, Tobler.
No.
Okay, Christmas
Just
carols.
a bit of inspiration, I think, for
Well,
everyone
Christmas
out there.
carols need to be about Ben Davis.
Can you also, or at least have him in there somehow, and not too mean, obviously. I'm not asking you. We don't want you to eviscerate this human being. That's already been done when he first attacked us. But just some nice, fun Ben Davis themed Christmas carols.
Correct.
We've already got a couple of submissions already.
Terrific.
So keep
Have
it
you
up.
listened to them?
Yeah. they're
Send
pretty good.
them to turbo@hellosport.com.au. That's where all the carols go to. Email them there. And maybe even get a couple from last year, Tobler, for next week, and we can play a couple just to give you an idea. We can refresh ourselves, wet the whistle, but give people a bit of inspo.
Sounds good.
There is a pink and dry elixir that weakens the knee. It remains the lightest and freshest I've seen. Lunch awaits, Rosé on the mind, not the bill. Did you know that when she blows, my eyes become larger? The light Big Day shines can be seen. Nothing compares to a kiss from a Big Day Rosé. Ooh, every sip makes the tip of my dick feel great. Each drip elevates a room, pumping straight and true with Big Day. Big Day Rosé, Big Day. There is so much that I can tell you about this rosé. You could say it brings power and pleasure in your veins. Baby, you wake up feeling seedy, have your good day, you'll be fine. Multivitamins are really healthy, babe. But did you know that when she blows, my eyes become larger. The light big day shines can be seen. Baby, nothing compares to a kiss from a big day rosé. Ooh, every sip makes the tip of my dick feel great. Each drip elevates a root, pumping straight and true with big day. Big day, rosé. Big day, rosé. Big day, rosé. Big day, rosé.
Thank God for daylight savings. We're barely getting started. A lunch of these proportions isn't made for the faint-hearted. Crack another bottle and pass around the rosé. Friends are what's important, so toast with a big day.
Baby, nothing compares to a kiss from a big day rosé. Ooh, every sip makes the tip of my dick feel great. Each drip elevates a root, pumping straight and true with big day.
It's good stuff. It's fucking good stuff. That's incredible.
That's hectic.
Mate, pipes.
The guy can sing.
Serious pipes.
It's a very good song.
Get in touch with Turbo and we'll send you some
Certainly
rosé.
we'll definitely send you some rosé. That was fantastic.
Magnum and a 60, I reckon.
Well, I feel like that could also just be, that song could be set to just slow-mo shots of rosé.
I think that's a great idea. I think that's a fucking great idea. Did you hear that, boys? Did you hear that?
Did anyone hear that?
Heard.
Did
loud and
you
clear.
hear what we want?
Did anyone hear that?
Yep.
Okay.
Got it.
Okay. All right.
Well done, mate.
Mate, that was fantastic.
Opera Dribbler, love your work, bruh.
Magnum's on sale now at hellosport.shop.
Yep, correct.
Well done, Tobler. Look
Good
at
on
that.
you, Tobler.
Look
Well
at
done.
that.
The
Bloody
kid.
But he is telling the truth. Big day, Rosé Magnum's now on sale at hellosport.shop. Get yourself a big Maggie. Should we show one? I mean, where are the Mag? There's one right there. They're just not open. Can you open one for us?
They are elite.
They are good.
If you're with the boys, with the girls,
Boys
cracking
or
open
the
a couple
girls,
of Magnums.
girls and the boys.
Girls, but
are
it's
so much fun.
Well, they are a nice dribbly way to get going.
Fucking
you know,
oath.
and if it's a pre-drink, if it's just or a mid when you're right in the thick of things.
There's a bit of novelty to it because it's just so big.
Here we go. Look at that thing.
Look at that thing. Look at that thing. Look at that thing. Look at that thing.
Hellosport.shop. Get that thing icy cold.
God damn, bro.
Yeah, that's some good shit. That's some real good
That's
shit.
a serious bottle, bro. It's a serious bottle.
Serious bot.
Big day, Rosé.
All right, now punters and dribblers coming up next because it's us done for this formal part of the podcast.
Correct.
We now have UFC Light Heavyweight contender Carlos Ulberg.
Hot
as all hell. He's coming up. We sat down and had a chat with him mid-podcast. You may see that our shirts were in Masood's and then they changed back. We got out of our Masood's for Carlos because we didn't think it would make sense for him. It might be confusing, and then we forgot to put him back on. Carlos is a UFC Light Heavyweight contender. I think he's number 10 in the world. This Saturday in Macau, China, he takes on Volkan Oezdemir on the undercard of Peter Yan and Davison Figueiredo. It's a fight night. The prelims start at 7 p.m.
7
on Saturday
p.m.
evening.
That's Australian Eastern Daylight Time, and then the main card of the fight night starts 10 p.m. Punters and dribblers. Get UFC Fight Pass.
Yep.
Make smart decisions. I wouldn't be missing this. If you got a fucking night in, baby, hook this shit up.
Hook this shit up. His last fight, I think, went 12 seconds. The fight, he was then lined up to fight former champion Jamal Hill after that, and it fell through because Jamal had to pull out. But
Soft.
his 12-second knockout was his last fight. This guy's an animal. He's a Kiwi. So obviously Eddie and I are close to our heart.
6-fight win streak, did you say that?
6-fight win streak in the UFC. He's fighting out of City Kickboxing, which is Israel Adesanya's gym. It's Kai Kara France's gym. It's Dan the Hangman Hooker's gym. He's a real motherfucker. And he's also absolutely gorgeous.
Did we mention that?
I don't know if we mentioned it.
Did we mention how hot he is?
He's a stunner. He's a stunner. So here's a little interview for you.
Sit back, enjoy.
Thanks for coming on. Where you're in Macau, China. How's it going over there?
It's massive, man. It's my first time here in Macau. I've been mainland China many a times, but it's a massive version of Las Vegas, probably 10 times bigger than Las Vegas.
Really?
So yeah, it's different, man. I haven't really gone for a night walk just yet, but I'll probably do that tonight. But have a little look around, see what the casinos are looking like, and just get some fresh air, you know.
Do you have a punt? Like, are you a casino man?
I actually, so whenever I go to Vegas, I like to just, throw a couple of dollars in and see what happens, try my luck. But I'm feeling lucky this time, so yeah. So we'll put something in, and hopefully something comes out at the end.
Nice. How are the dumplings over there? You a dumpling man?
I am a dumpling man, bro. But I mean, it's. See, the thing is, I went out for some lunch yesterday, and it's because it's Portuguese influence as well. They've got like a vast range of Portuguese food here as well, so I've been enjoying that. And yeah, I love Chinese food.
Do you have to cut weight for light heavyweight? What's your weight usually like?
Yeah, I usually walk around about 102, 103. So right this week, I came in on Monday at about 102 kgs, and I got to get down to 93 kgs. So
93?
Yeah, 93. Yeah.
Fuck. Well, like, how quickly?
So within 5 days.
There's hope for me.
What?
Dude. There's hope for me, dude. I could get down to 93.
What, 9 kilos in 4 days?
Let's hope, brother. Let's hope.
Tommy, that's unbelievable.
That's good to know. I mean, listen, I see how you blokes look on the scales after, like, just before a fight. It doesn't look like you're thriving, and it also looks like it's quite easy to put back on, which is my problem.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, trying to put it back on.
Well, I can fucking put weight on better than most, but if I'm gonna try and cut weight over 5 days and get from 100 and listen, let's be honest, I'm more of a 105 guy these days, 104. Trying to get down to 93. That's insane. How do you feel? You must, like, I know everyone talks about how depleted they feel. Do you feel like absolute shit when you're doing it?
Yeah, I mean, like, for sure. And then they've got all the obligations that you got to go through too. But now that I'm kind of used to it, we do have a good system going. We do have professionals who have kind of keep an eye on us and make sure our weight's at a good limit. Today I was like, can I have some carbs today? The nutritionist was like, nah, you shouldn't have any carbs because just, a little heavier than what you usually are. Okay, all good, sweet. So we do have professionals who help us out during this time. And I think while we have the system going, it's good that we had that now. So yeah, I think doing it for a while now, and I think it's paying off.
Oh yeah, look, we are conscious of your time as well, and obviously we want to talk to you about your fight this weekend against Volkan Oezdemir, but also we wanted to, for any of our audience we're big UFC guys, so we're obviously aware of you, but for anyone we're trying to inform, just to give a bit of a background on your good self, and because we are professionals, we do our research before every interview. We're also half Kiwi as well, so kia ora, my bro. There's a bit there where we're far out here, but you've been offered to be on The Bachelor a couple of times from New Zealand. Like, you're obviously a handsome man. It screams at you the second you popped up on the screen.
Correct.
You're a handsome fella, but can you just give us an idea of how you've been approached to be on The Bachelor? And I mean, I can probably understand why you turned it down, but
crazy. Yeah, I was hosting parties all over New Zealand and Australia, and I was flying in and out in Australia almost every weekend, just hosting parties at different clubs and events and stuff like that. So I was a big weekend partier, and at some point I was like, what, I probably shouldn't be doing this. It's like taking over a lot of my training time, and I was playing rugby at this point, and kind of getting into boxing. And this is when I kind of started off my career in boxing at this point. So and then I stopped that, and then things kind of word got around, and photos kind of went through the internet, and and then people were like, "Oh, actually, let's let's approach this guy." So at that moment, I was like, it's probably not the thing for me. I'm not really kind of meet people on TV and sort of thing. And it wasn't my thing. So I kind of just stuck to boxing, and so here we are. And I think that's where I got the name Ladies Night back then too. So
Ladies Night.
I was doing a lot of hosting of parties all over in Australia and New Zealand. So yeah.
We were reading you're on a show called Game of Bros. What was that?
That kind of all stemmed from all these events. So it all started from the hosting of parties, and then like internet and meeting people, and then kind of did like a show before that, which was Mr. Lover Lover, and Mr. Lover Lover, and that kind of just stemmed off that. So it was just like shows, it was just like competition shows, kind of.
Yeah.
It was nice. It was nice being in those shows, and I enjoyed it in my time. And it was just like a journey of different contrasts of where we are from one spectrum to the other. Now we're here punching faces and throwing kicks and getting kicked and sort of things. So it's a different contrast, and I love it.
Absolutely. And like there is almost no greater contrast than that.
Well, from Ladies Night to like knocking people's lights out,
flogging people.
Yeah, exactly.
6-0 in the UFC, on an absolute tear. It's quite the contrast. There's another yarn that sort of was the story of how you'd sort of made your transition from playing rugby league over to sort of going full time into fighting, and you were playing footy. You got in a punch on, and you were the only one who was throwing knees instead of punches because of your training. Is that correct?
That's right, man. Yeah, crazy. Crazy. I get reminded by a lot of my rugby league mates all the time with this story, because it just surfaces and whenever I catch up with them, like, I remember that time when and that was just me kind of showing off with some kicks because I knew how to kick or knew how to. Yeah. And man, it was a sad time, because that was the year that I gave everything into my rugby league training, and I thought, okay, this is how I'm gonna make it this year. I really want to make it into the NRL, and I got banned for 6 weeks. Went to do judiciary, and they said, hey, you can't. This is your last game, because it was the last quarter of the year of the season, and we're heading towards the finals sort of thing, and I was quite sad, man. Was crying in front of the judiciary, bored my eyes out. I was like, fuck, what am I doing with myself? And that's when because I was training so hard that time, I said to myself, what am I going to do while I'm off, and not that I'm going to use this energy that I've got and that I've built up. So I kind of just joined the boxing gym. Jumped in and went for it. Didn't turn back at all. And
what year was that you got into it?
2012.
Well, okay. I've got to ask, like, although it was upsetting at the time, but thinking back on it, were you dropping blokes with those kicks?
Well, no, it was it was crazy, man. It wasn't really like, I was just like knees, and I was just throwing knees at one. There was like guys dropping left, right, and center. So I was like, oh, let's go into it. It was a big brawl of like two like top teams. We're just like throwing makers everywhere, and I was just throwing dirty knees. It was like no form at all. I was probably hitting my own teammates.
Bit of collateral damage.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, listen, it does feel like it all happened for a reason, because now you're a top 10 in the UFC. You've got a massive career in front of you. You're fighting Volkan on Saturday night, but just recently you were almost fighting a former champion in not bloody Khalil. Jamal Hill. What was obviously there's like disappointment in that fight falling through, but just even to be getting a fight with someone like that, what's that feel like? Because that would have been the biggest fight of your career to date, as far as I'm aware. How did that feel like? That must have felt like quite a validating moment, even just to be offered that fight.
Yeah,
Yeah, for sure. I mean, asking you shall receive, right? I mean, like after my performance in St. Louis, I did that 12-second knockout. I mean, the UFC, Dana White, Hunter, they love seeing knockouts. The fans love seeing that. They love the performance that I put on in my recent fights as well. So they've seen the trajectory that where I was heading, and they gave me the opportunity. So I seen it coming, and I jumped up over the cage. I talked to Dana. I was like, Dana, I'm ready. And then I jumped back over, went outside the octagon, and we had another chat. And he was like, "Okay, let's sort something out." About a couple of days later, they gave us a call. They were like, "Hey, we've got this offer. Want to take it?" I was like, "Let's go." So yeah, it just stemmed from me telling the boys that I was ready for it. So I kind of premeditated the whole thing anyway. I knew that I'm ready. At this point, if you're in the top 10, all the guys in that top 10 or even the top 15 they're capable, man. So whether you're fighting the number 10 guy, number 8 guy, number 1 guy, everyone's in that same category. So they're all dangerous, same level. So it doesn't matter if you're fighting the champion or you're fighting the number 10, it's going to be the same. So I knew that, and it's like, hey, if I'm fighting for the title, or if I'm fighting for, fighting someone in the top 5, then it's no different to fighting anyone in that top 15 anyway. So let's do it.
Sure. And you see it all the time in the UFC now. Like, you can be anywhere in the top 10 and get a title shot, right? Like, it's not necessarily like that. There's obviously a bit of a rhyme or reason to it, but whether it's someone dropping out or just because, someone like Pereira has fucked up everyone in the division, basically, like at some point, they're looking for other people. How many, obviously you can't look past Volkan. How many fights do you think, or do you look past your opponent? Do you sort of go, I'm maybe 2 fights away from getting a shot here, or are you laser focused?
Yeah, well, you can't not think about it because you're always getting asked the same questions a lot of the media anyway. So you'll think about it all the time, and it's in the back of the head. You gotta showcase yourself with the media, sell yourself so that it happens. So and like I said, ask and you shall receive. You put it out there and it'll happen. I think. You put away a guy like Oezdemir, who's a dangerous opponent. You're looking at someone who's been in the game for a while. He's developed massively, and I think he's just as tough as anyone in that top 5 for sure. And like myself, he is looking to get the title shot after this as well. So we're both on the same cuff.
For those that haven't seen him fight before, what can they expect out of you two this weekend?
Man, you can expect the unexpected. He's developed his game. He's developed his game well-rounded on the ground, and he has a very good stand-up game as well. So he fought for the title after his 3rd fight. So he had a rapid rise in the UFC, and then fell short against Cormier. Then he stayed. He's been in the top 5 and top 10 for the last 5-6 years. So he's a top bloke. He's been knocking guys out, and he's on a good win streak at the moment, just like myself.
Yeah, absolutely. And how much is the team that you have? You've got some absolute animals at City Kickboxing. How grateful are you to have a team like that? That iron sharpens iron mentality.
For sure, man. We have a big team, and I think the main thing is the culture that we have, for sure, and then the fact that we have been learning to develop over the last few years. We've got big guys who are coming up like Navajo Sterling, and then we have other guys who are just fighting locally who have been helping me out as well. So we've got a lot of guys coming through, a lot of younger guys coming through. So it's nice to have those younger guys snap at our ankles and be like, hey, you need to keep your game up, because I'm not getting younger, but it's nice to have those guys remind us. So yeah, we've got a good amount of guys just after us on the way, and the rest of the team is obviously sharp as well. So Yeah, man.
Love it, mate. Look, thanks again for your time. We realise you got more important things to focus on than talking shit with us. Before we let you go, just a quick question. If you happen to be talking to a couple of gentlemen who don't mind punting every once in a while.
If you just so happen
just
to
if
be.
you were and you wanted to give some insight into what round you were going to knock this man out.
Round and method.
Man, whenever I jump in the octagon, everyone knows that. Yeah, I'm looking for that knockout for sure. I love to fight. That's what I love to do, and I'm whenever I land something, it's a knockout. So I'm looking to put him out pretty early.
Okay, beautiful. We love it, mate. Good luck. All the best. We'd love to have you on the podcast for a longer chat sometime when we get an opportunity. But go well, and can't wait to see you win.
Thanks, Tom. Thanks, Eddie.
All the
Appreciate
best,
it, boys.
Cheers, mate.
Thanks, Carlos.
See you, bro.
Could you two just not talk anymore?